Good evening and welcome to the December 19th, 2024 meeting of the City of Clovis Planning Commission. Members of the public are encouraged to participate in meetings by accessing the webcast at the city's website, providing written comment at the same website, participating in attendance here. I'd like to call this meeting to order. And if you can stand with me, Commissioner Bessette is going to help lead us in our flag salute. Commission Secretary, if you can call the roll.
Commissioner Bedstead?
Here.
Commissioner Hatcher?
Here.
Commissioner Hebert is absent. Commissioner Hinkle?
Here.
And Chair Antuna?
Here. Okay, motion for approval of the November 21st, 2024 minutes.
So moved.
I'll second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Hinkle and a second by Commissioner Hatcher to approve the November 21st, 2024 Planning Commission minutes. Commissioner Hinkle?
Yes.
Commissioner Hatcher?
Yes.
Commissioner Bedstead?
Yes.
Chair Antuna?
Yes.
Motion carries 401.
Do we have any Commission Secretary comments?
Yes, we have a few. The first one, just wanted to make a correction to last month's PC date calendar that we provided the Commission. The April date was wrong due to the rodeo week. So the correct date is 1 week earlier, which is April 17th. So if you don't mind, please correcting that in your calendars. Also, I'm not sure if any folks here this evening or listening online are here for the historical preservation program, but there was last month in November, staff had a community meeting where we provided a tentative date of today, but it's if you look at the agenda, it's not here this evening, so I just wanted to put it out there in case anyone's here for that. And we anticipate probably bringing it to the Commission sometime in probably spring, first quarter of 25. Okay, and again, that's probably tentative right now. All right. And lastly, I think Renee had a comment.
Good evening, Chair, members of the Commission. So as you know, Dave Merchant left us. He retired. He was here at our last Planning Commission meeting, and he officially stepped away from his position the middle of this month. Shortly after he announced his plans to retire, we immediately jumped on a recruitment, and we did an external recruitment soliciting for candidates. We had a handful of candidates that interviewed 2 internal candidates. They both did very, very well. They went through the process, and George was our #1 candidate. He will be our next city planner, officially stepping into the role on January 1st. So I'm very excited. As some of you may know, George has been in a planning role with the city for close to 20 years. So he definitely understands how the city has developed, and I have nothing but all the faith and trust and know he's going to lead us in the right direction. So I just wanted to let you know we're very excited to have George in this position, and he'll assume that role here January 1st. So congratulations, George. And then a few other announcements. We're still doing our rotation of the deputies, so you'll see Lily is up here. She's in the rotation right now, so she's here for December and January, and then Mackenzie will begin her rotation after that. And then my last announcement is for Liz. Liz has transitioned from an assistant planner into an associate planner, so we have a flexing capability here in our positions, which is great. as staff hit certain criteria, meeting all the marks, they're able to transition into more complex roles based on their professional experience. And so Liz has hit that, and she is now our associate planner. So nothing but great things in the planning division. So with that, I'll turn it back over to the meeting. Thank you.
Does that conclude secretary comments?
Yes.
Okay. Any comments from the commission?
Just want to say congratulations. I think that's fantastic to see you get promoted internally, and to you as well, Liz. So, George, congrats.
Thank you.
Congratulations, George. And I would like to wish a Merry Christmas to all the city staff and a Happy New Year. We won't see you after tonight. So have a great time. Thank you for everything you do to make life easier for us. Thank you.
Okay, absolutely, George. I'm ecstatic that you are in your new position. So congratulations on that. And Liz, congratulations. Renee, it's amazing that the succession planning that you're doing and keeping key wonderful employees and allowing them to move up in the ranks. It's nothing but a benefit to the city. So I really hope that that continues throughout our organization. I know that it does, but I'm ecstatic. George, congratulations.
Thank you. Renee, as you know, it takes a team to run this city, and you've got a great team. Thank you for making it the best. We're better than anybody else around it. Thank you.
I think we're a little biased, but yes, we are. Our staff is. We make our lives so much easier, so thank you for that. Okay, I think now we're going to go ahead and move on to our public comment portion. I'm sorry, first we're going to actually take from the floor. So this is an opportunity for the members of the public to address the Planning Commission on any matter within the Planning Commission jurisdiction that is not listed on the agenda. And in order for everyone to be heard, limit your time to 3 minutes or less. If anyone is wishing to be placed on the agenda for a specific topic, please contact the Planning Division and submit correspondence at least 10 days prior to the desired date of appearance. Do we have anyone to speak from the floor? Okay, seeing none, we're going to go ahead and close business from the floor. And now we will be opening our public comment time. We're going to read into the record. Consider approval for CUP 2024-012, adopting a Class 1 categorical exemption from further environmental review under CEQA, and to approve a conditional use permit to allow the operation of a banquet hall at 147 West Shaw Avenue. High-Tech Home Builders, LLC, owner and applicant, Ramon Sanchez, representative, and Liz Salazar, assistant planner, presenting.
Thank you, Chair, for the introduction to the project, and good evening, Commissioners. The project site is located on the northeast corner of Villa and Shaw Avenues and is Zone C2, which allows for the operation of a banquet hall subject to an approved conditional use permit. The site is located within Focus Area 3 of the General Plan, otherwise known as the Shaw Avenue Corridor, which supports the improvement of vacant commercial sites along Shaw Avenue. The site is surrounded by a daycare to the north, and then also to the north and east is Bonadventure Mobile Home Park, and then to the south and west are commercial centers. The applicant is proposing a banquet hall including an outdoor patio with approximately a 250 guest venue. It will be able to operate 7 days a week between 9 a.m. and 12 a.m. Staff is recommending a condition of approval to limit the outdoor patios to 10 p.m., and that's due to the proximity to the residential to the north and east. The applicant will offer off-site catering for their guests, and DJ services can either be from the banquet hall or third-party services. And then regarding alcohol, the sales service or consumption of alcohol will be permitted on an event-by-event basis with approval from the police department and ABC. Here on the screen, we have the proposed floor plan, which is a total of approximately 46,000 square feet, and that does include the outdoor patio area. On the screen, the outdoor patio area is proposed as 12,000 square feet. However, staff has worked with the applicant, and that will be limited to 9,500 square feet based on the existing footprint of the outdoor retail space that was previous for the commercial center. The applicant is proposing interior and tenant improvements, and they have provided some renderings of what that may look like once they do those improvements. In regards to parking, the parking is calculated cumulatively with the established commercial center. The project is not increasing the tenant space, and there are no changes to the site circulation or access points. Therefore, parking has been deemed sufficient for the proposed use. However, staff did go out to the site and did review the parking lot, and it is in need of repair. There is cracked asphalt, very faded parking striping, and missing landscaping. So staff is recommending as a condition of approval for the use permit that the applicant repair the site's parking lot at a minimum rate of 4.7 stalls per 1,000 square feet, which is the parking requirement for the established commercial center. And then for the tenant space, that would be 219 stalls. And they will start with improving the parking spaces within their parcel, which is identified here in blue, and then they will move to adjacent parking areas as identified through the site plan review, and staff will work with them on that. The applicant is proposing exterior modifications. So here we can see what's existing on the site. It was the previous Orchard Supply. So here you can see also where the outdoor patio is going to go, so it's already existing right there. And here is what they have proposed for the elevation modifications. They will be, again, retaining the existing tenant space, no expansion to the square footage, and they will be also retaining the awnings that are in front of the building. This will also be reviewed at the staff level through the site plan review. So staff is recommending that the Planning Commission approve the request for the conditional use permit based on the applicant filling a vacant tenant space on Shaw Avenue. There was no opposing comments from internal or external agencies and no comments from the public. So based on the findings on the staff report, staff is recommending approval of the CUP. And I'm available for questions.
Do we have any, Commission have any questions for staff? Okay, seeing none. Seeing none, we'll go ahead and open the public hearing. Is the applicant present? If you'd like to step up and speak, thank you. There should be a little button that you can just turn on your mic.
I'm Ramon Sanchez. I'm the applicant on the banquet hall that we're proposing. So we're bringing this banquet hall mainly to pretty much help for all the community. So we're going to be having this for many different types of venues, weddings, quinceañeras, and, so on and so forth.
Are there any questions of the applicant?
Yes, I have a question.
Sure.
If you have an event going in the patio area, an event going in the furthest west room, if someone had to use the restroom from the patio area, how would they get to it without going through the other facility?
So the patio area and so the banquet, there's only 2 banquets. They'll be divided in half. So if you don't want to rent the full banquet hall, you can see on the floor plan that there's a dividing wall. So there's only a banquet hall to the left, and a banquet hall to the right. So if you're gonna occupy and take over the patio area, you'd be renting the far left side or the west side on there.
So you'd have to rent that banquet hall for the patio
Yes,
also?
that would be part of the...
I couldn't just
the
rent
rental.
the patio for...
Correct.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Do we have any other questions of the applicant? Thank you, Ramon.
Thank you.
Okay, at this time, we'd like to invite anyone who would like to speak in support of this project. If you can step up to the mic, state your name and address for the record. Okay, seeing none. Do we have anyone in opposition of this project? If you can step up to the podium and state your name and address for the record. Okay, seeing none, then we're going to go ahead and close the public hearing and bring it back for deliberation with the commission. Okay, it appears to be no deliberation. I just want to say I'm really glad that you guys are here. And the facelift that you'll be giving that building looks amazing, and I'm excited that we'll have some renovations happening in that area and giving it a little facelift. So thank you. Okay, I think we're ready for a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve CUP 2024-012.
Second?
I have a motion by Commissioner Hatcher and a second by Commissioner Bedstead to approve CUP 2024-012. Commissioner Hatcher,
Yes.
Commissioner Bedstead,
Yes.
Commissioner Hinkle,
Yes.
Chair Antuna.
Yes.
Motion carries 401.
Okay, moving on to item 3. Consider approval for CUP 2024-013, adopting a Class 1 categorical exemption from further environmental review under CEQA to approve a conditional use permit to allow the operation of a beer tap room in conjunction with an established brewery, Reborn Brewery, within the existing building at 1018 San Jose Avenue, Suite 101. Ryan Parsley, applicant, and Clovis Apartment Group owner. Marissa Parker, assistant planner, presenting.
Thank you so much, Chair. Good evening, Commission. This project is associated with Suite 101 of a current existing office space here in the city. It is on the screen in the tiny little red square between Clovis and Cole Avenue, a bit north of Shaw. This area does have a planned land use of industrial, and the property itself is zoned M1, which is our light manufacturing zone district. The tenant space itself is a little bit over 2,300 square feet. So a little bit of background on the brewery. The applicant has a Type 23 ABC license, which is classified as small beer manufacturer, which is for any brewery that produces less than 60,000 barrels of beer each year. The applicant has had this license and has been brewing beer at the location since April of 2023, which is allowed per our code. Beverage production is allowed by right. However, the consumption of the beer on site is only allowed with an approved CUP. So since April of 23, they have been brewing the beer and kind of saving up funds to get to this point. And this is also allowed per the Type 23 license as well. It is allowed. So there will be no change with the ABC licensing in that manner. So on the screen, you will see the floor plan that is proposed with this project. So they have kind of shifted things around a bit. First, we have the production area. This is about 700 square feet, highlighted in blue. There are some storage spaces, a small office, and then about 700 feet is designated to the tap room, which consists of tables, chairs, bar stools, and a bar that would seat about 3 people. So that is the floor plan. And then as it relates to the operations a little bit, There's a closer-up view. There are 4 multi-tenant buildings located within this little center, if you will. The 2 red squares indicate areas for parking. There are about 19 parking stalls there. And based on our code's requirements, this operation would require 11 parking stalls. So the applicant has specifically created the proposed hours of operation so that there would be a limited potential impact to the surrounding neighbors and the parking situation. The surrounding businesses work typical office hours, and most of them close by 4 p.m. So the applicant is proposing to be closed Monday and Tuesday, and then to operate between 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then the surrounding businesses are closed on the weekends. So they're proposing to operate 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. on Saturday and 12 to 8 on Sunday. With that being said, all of the findings could be made for the CUP as listed in the staff report. The ABC component was reviewed by the police department, and there were no concerns there. They did provide some comments. There were no opposing comments from any of the surrounding neighbors or any of our outside agencies. So with that, staff does recommend that the Planning Commission approve this CUP. Thank you, and I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
Does the commission have any clarifying questions for staff?
Yeah, I just want to confirm on the record that even though it does say by PD that they're not allowed to have food trucks, if they do request a special event permit, they can get a food truck.
Yes, if they were to have some sort of one-time temporary special event, they would process a TUP, and we could work with them in that manner.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and open the public hearing. Is the applicant present? You can step up to the mic, state your name and address for the record.
Hi, my name is Ryan Parsley. I'm the owner of Reborn Brewing Company. The address is 1018 San Jose Avenue, Suite 101. Been there since 2023. I agree with what Marissa's saying, and I'm just happy to be here.
Very good. Do we have any questions for the applicant? Okay, very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, this time we're going to go ahead and invite anyone from the public who would like to speak in support of this item. Okay, seeing none, do we have anyone who would like to speak in opposition? Very good. Seeing none, we're going to go ahead and close the public hearing and bring it back to commission for deliberation and a motion.
All right, I'll make a motion. Motion to approve CUP 2024 TAC 013, subject to the conditions of approval as listed.
I'll second.
Okay, I have a motion by Commissioner Bedstead and a second by Commissioner Hatcher to approve CUP 2024-013. Commissioner Bedstead?
Yes.
Commissioner Hatcher?
Yes.
Commissioner Hinkle?
Yes.
Chair Antuna?
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0-1.
Very good. We're going to go ahead and adjourn this meeting at 6:24, and we'll see you guys here next time on January 23rd, 2025. Yeah, see you next year, right?